doing it for my daughter.
What the fuck, bro? It's so fucking funny, man.
Do you have any pets?
No.
No? Never? No pets?
Oh my god, dude. We had rats.
Me too. You too?
You didn't have rats, did you?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah,
oh
you did
man.
have rats.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? How's that possible?
I dated this girl who was like a maniac. She was a oh my god, man. She was a maniac.
No,
Okay,
there's a
we
lot
gotta-
of people that like rats.
We gotta cut this part. I already talked about it on the stream. Like the hottest girl I've ever seen.
Mhm.
She's like an alien, 12 out of 10, crazy looking. Probably had an IQ of like 85.
Mhm.
Was a pedophile. Like she had
You want to know how high my IQ is?
Yeah.
I don't know what's good and what's bad.
your IQ's higher than 85, Erick, okay? She was a pedophile. She was into diapers, which I didn't find out. The way I found this part out was I had my friends come help me move her shit out after she had gone, and there was like a hidden like diaper closet.
Mm-hmm.
She was covered in, always had eczema all the time. You know what eczema is?
Mhm.
So you couldn't like touch her. She would always be like flaking and like red. And like, I don't want to be touched right now.
Don't touch me.
It was fucking insane, dude. And she like her like ex-boyfriends like tried to like kill me and stuff. Like tried to like come up to Rhode Island from like came to Rhode Island to like try to mess with me. And this was the worst one. Like all the bad ones I've ever had, this was the worst one, okay?
It sounds pretty crazy.
She would go out on the street at night, and I would drive up and I'd see her on the street, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? And she'd be like, I don't even care what happens to me. Every fucking day.
No.
Not the corner every day, but every day would be some problem that would make me feel like I'm having a heart attack. This was the very worst one, okay? And she had, what else did she, she liked to hurt animals too. She liked to like throw rocks at ducks and shit, this was like, for every piece of advice I've ever given someone about staying away from a woman, it was like I had this like mental patient on my hands.
Yeah.
Like this fucking absolute like witchcraft symbols, like skulls, animal skulls, like fucking, fucking messing with her own blood, like doing just
The worst of the worst.
the worst thing you
constantly.
could possibly be
Yeah,
doing
like
at any
Jesus.
given moment, doing that. She wanted rats. And so she got 2 pet rats, and I was like, all right, I'll let her get these. What could go wrong if she had rats?
Yeah.
So we had because it'll occupy her and keep her from like fucking going out and getting murdered or raped or whatever. Oh, so anyway, we had rats, and they were actually kind of cute.
Okay.
Rats were kind of cute, but then towards the end, when she was really losing her marbles, she took a taxi to the pet store and got a female rat, like intentionally, so that they would breed, and they did. And so I had like 20 rats. Probably, I think I had like 12 rats on my hand.
I remember Jake went over there once,
Yeah, man.
and he was like, "What's Sam got rats?"
Yeah, well,
What's
that was after we split off. I took the rats because I didn't want her like torturing these rats to death or killing these fucking things.
She's
whatever,
throwing rocks at animals.
whatever she was gonna do with them. So
Eat 'em.
I took them. And we just got a huge cage and just waited for them to die. But there was for the first
It's not any worse than torturing them.
for the first like 3 years of being in that place, we had a huge rat cage over by the window.
I
It was
remember
just
that. I remember it.
What the
thing
fuck?
that people had to deal with. Fucking huge rat cage. It was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Blows my mind. The one thing you don't want to breed.
Yeah.
What the fuck do we need more rats
These are
for?
nice looking rats, though. They were pretty.
They were cute. They were sweet rats. I like the rats, but you don't want to have rats.
No, I just, yeah.
You don't want
I
that.
worked for a company where if I told you how many rats I've been around,
Mhm.
it probably would blow your mind.
Mhm.
That's a good story, man. That when you were in that was when I was talking to you for like we were hanging out right around then when you were working in that thing. What the hell were we doing though?
Yeah, I mean, so like there was buildings where I was in charge of food agri-cycle type things, right? So I mean, of course, there's gonna be rats. Like you wouldn't.
Agricycle. I like that term. Agricycle.
Was this like composting?
Yeah. So there's some Maine company that is gonna take all this like rotten food and they turn it into fertilizer and they make electricity or some shit. But when the stuff is housed in my building, we're talking about 10, 15,000 yards of like rotten food. And I have to load it out with a fucking humongous loader and just load up tractor trailers as it comes in.
How big is a yard? Is that a dumpster?
27 cubic feet.
How big is a
9 by
dumpster?
9
No.
by 9 by 9.
How
Nine
Okay.
feet by 9 feet by 9 feet.
That's a
is
yard?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
So,
a
like,
huge.
Yeah, and I
This
mean,
is probably 3 yards. This
So 1 yard of rotten food is fucking huge.
oh
huge.
yeah, massive
A
amount.
pickup truck full. Like you fill
Yeah.
your Dodge.
Right.
And how many yards would it be at once
I would load out per bucket 5 yards.
of rotten
Rotten
food?
food.
And how much was in that building you were in?
15,000.
There were
15,000 yards at a time in a building. So when I grab a scoop, there'd be 100 rats that would run out below me.
Oh my god.
Now I've got to like,
Oh my god.
I've got to do a lot in this building as far as cleaning drains
Yeah.
to make sure the slop makes it, you know, like otherwise I'm going to be ankle deep in shit all day. So I've got rats running around my legs like you wouldn't believe. Now I work with another amigo, right? And I would have him whenever I'm doing this stuff because I hate rats. I'd have this guy running around with a 2x4 and smacking and exploding rats nonstop.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Literally.
I remember you telling me about
I
that.
have
Now it's
video-
like I know exactly.
we're not gonna post the video. You shouldn't do it.
You
but
should.
no, it's fucking probably animal brutality beyond belief.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was laughing because we'd start the day. And he'd get a jump on me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so, like 6 a.m. I'd go in there.
He'd be there.
He's like, I got my 2x4.
He's got his Yankees jersey on. He's fucking swinging for the
We'd
fences.
start these machines, and you'd get 100 running around the room,
Yeah.
and he would just start exploding them.
He'd use a 2x4.
And he hates rats more than me because he was telling me where he's from, Guatemala. He would say he would lay in bed and and the roofs, the roof of these houses aren't like ours. And he'd say, no, you don't understand. He said, I've spent my entire until he was 13 when he probably came over.
He's 13.
My entire life. So he would say I'd lay in bed, and he said almost every night there would be rats falling through the ceiling and landing on my chest when I'm in a dead sleep. So he hates rats.
Bro. Oh
So he has no problem exploding these things with 2x4s.
He's in heaven. He's so good at it.
He's
He's like
this.
this. Like,
Yeah. I show up early. He's like, don't start the machines yet. I'm not ready.
You look at his pants. He's full of cum. He's got a heart on as big as you can. He's so pumped.
But I used to fucking crack up.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. I mean, like you fire the machines and it's like, they just run across the thing. He's like, pop, 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 pop. He's throwing 2x4s, grabbing another one, like smacking him from a distance.
Holy shit.
It's nuts.
That's so. I would
Holy
pay
shit.
good money to see that video.
Funny shit, dude. Yeah, so rats, huh? That's what you've had, rats.
I've had rats,
Okay.
yeah. And I had a dog too, which I loved, but we gave the dog away, and then the next owner was just a really sweet girl, but she took it to a vet and took arthritis medicine, and the arthritis medicine killed the dog.
Mm.
It made it depressed and it started listening to Alice in Chains. It was a cutter dog.
Finally had like some movement. It was like, he got himself into all types of shit. It's like, the arthritis is gone. I can get fucking some dirty.
Finally, he goes, picks a fight at a bar, gets killed,
Starts working construction really well.
gets run over by a fucking loader.
Mm.
Just crack, snap. Yeah, rats are.
Rats are sweet though. I cried when they died.
How many of them were there?
Like 12 of them.
You had them on your head at one point.
Yeah.
You
I did love them.
Yeah, you were like
Yeah.
I remember Jake came back spooked,
They just would shit everywhere though.
and Jake's like hates rats.
Yeah.
like he's not a rat guy. He's like,
It's
yo,
understandable.
he's like, yo, I'm trying to chill with them,
And I had their
Kinda-
bodies cryogenically frozen too.
and
Done
hollowed
the
out.
same thing.
And that was a good value.
I actually did.
Did you?
Supposedly their corpses are frozen right now.
They're like, yeah, they're. Call and ask if you're rats. I'm the
Hey, is
cryogenic-
this Cryotech Incorporated?
Yes, it is.
If this is Sam Hyde calling to check on my, my rats.
Sam. Oh yeah, just right here. Hold on, let me.